Hello, everyone. I didn't turn on my closed captions like a silly head. There we go. Hello. Happy Monday. I hope that you all had a lovely weekend. Are you coming up? Come on. Okay, there you go. But hello to Nat and to Mary and to Sly Fox. Oh, hi, Artie. Yeah. Hi. Do you want to show everyone? You say, look at how she's been something else today. So I got my order shipped out that I needed to today. And so she was helping. And then judging. Like hardcore, feet crossed. And then I was holding her little paws. She was still unimpressed. And then she curled up. This is why I think she'll really love that cat couch, honestly. Because she's just been all about the little crochet blankie. Does it count as a fun weekend if I haven't had a voice? Probably not. I'm sorry. Do you guys want to see what I just got in the mail? Because I got the yarn for free, right? I got all that amazing blanket yarn for free, but I didn't have a hook big enough. I didn't have a hook big enough for it. So I got this 3-pack. This is the hook that you need for that blanket yarn that I got for free. This is a tree. This is literally, this is a tree. Look at this. Yeah, she's like, it's wood. I loves it. These are mine. They're really nice though. They're really smooth. It was a 3-pack on Amazon. And now I'm ready to crochet the biggest blanket. Oh, Nat, are you here? Like, I know that you said hello, but do you hear my voice? Right? Hi, Meow. It's good to see you. It's seriously like it looks like a weapon. Like just I don't even know. But yeah, you're right. You can hold down like a tent. So, I know that you were asking if the cats liked the chew stick things that I had mentioned. Well, I gave it to them both last night. And if your cats like catnip, um, the answer is yes. And if you want them to chew the stick and not just rub all over it, maybe don't get the catnip version. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. But here, I can show you a real quick little okay, hold on. Can we focus camera? I was looking into cameras and trying to find a good one, it's going to be expensive, but um here's sweet little miss. Just like, oh my gosh, this thing is catnip and I love it. And then we started playing with it. And I can mute that. It's just a baseball game. And she was like rolling it around and play. So she chewed it very minimally, but she loved it. Maple, on the other hand, was like, oh, hello. And he starts drooling. Like, he chomps it and there's just drool falling out of his mouth. And I'm like, buddy. Oh my god, Art. Like, let's see if we can... He's like, oh yes, I like this. I loves this. So Maple did chew it. He chewed about half the stick. And he was like, but he also, you know, rolled around with it and he chewed it and then he like was, you know, this is the best thing ever and I'm gonna lie on top of it, but the general consensus was this is nice. Pippin, of course, didn't come in last night, so I couldn't get her reaction. That figures. But overall, there was a good interest in it. I forgot to open up the sub color thing, so let me open that real quick. And while I'm doing that, we had another visitor last night who James was like, don't feed it. I fed it. And I'm pretty sure that he's a little boy, probably around the same age as Gandalf. Artie, let me open this, okay, honey? Artemis. Sweet girl. And then I was like, where did you go? And and he kind of like came back. And I was like, oh, okay, so we don't really know what to think. He was really like cautious, but would do the same thing that Gandalf did, which is approach, grab a mouthful of food, and run. But he kept doing it. So like I was sitting with the door almost all the way closed at this point, with just like my phone peeking out. Because if I'm being honest, I was trying to see what was happening under the hood, if you will. I was wondering if we were an unaltered boy. Are you just... Okay. So yeah, it's been... But then he came back again last night, like, when we were in bed, and so there's a part of me that's like, time to get the trap back. Time to get the trap back and get him neutered. So... I texted James, though, and I was like, but we don't have this color. And he was like, we don't need this color. Right? So freaking cute. I can't. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're not fixed. So I might be setting up the trap again. Look at me! The little blip! I need them in every color. I saw this video about how many cats should you have by a certain age, and it was all like, just take the last number off your age. So like in your 20s, you should have 2 cats, and by your 30s, you should have 3. And I'm like, well, then I'm right on track. I'm right on track. So we have a lot of feral cats where we live. Artie here was a stray. She was a true stray. She had a foot injury, and we took her in, and she didn't have a microchip, and no one claimed her. She was on stray hold at the shelter, and no one claimed her. And so we went back and we got her. Maple, our other kitty, he was a true feral cat. He was terrified of me. He wanted nothing to do with me except for the food. He came every day, couple times a day, because he knew he could get fed. He was malnourished and he was hungry. So I'm opening up my pattern for today, if I can find it. Pippin, aka Fluffy Cat, I know that you and I had talked about this, my Maine Coon mix, she was feral too. She has been being tamed over the last year. And so now I am working on getting her inside. And, you know, just happy and there we go. Okay, bunnies. But she's not quite ready yet. She's getting there. She's getting there. And now Maple is a squishy inside boy that no one could tell was feral. Correct. Maple, this was, let's see, do I have, like, the most exciting thing ever with Maple was, like, getting him to, like, eat while I was near him, and then eating off my hand, and now he sleeps on my lap. Here. Hello. This was the day he showed up. A sweet little guy. He was so skinny and unhappy, and now this is him at night. He was tiny. The fake hand. What a time. What a time to be a follower of our TikTok. Yeah, look at him now. This is him now. Do you guys want to see real quick? I know that I was late to stream and now we're just looking at cat videos, but I don't think anyone really ever minds. But this was Pippin. So this is Pippin, who was a true feral, and now she's basically our outdoor cat. We want her to be an indoor cat, but she hasn't quite made the full adjustment yet. But look at her holding my hand like, no, please keep giving me scritchies. Cat videos are always great. There's a lot of, don't worry, there's a lot of animal stuff here. If this is something that you enjoy, you've come to the right place. But yeah, now she's like, love me. So, if we could get her like that full time, that would be super. But she's still in and out. Oh, this was our other visitor last night. Can I pet that dog? That's a fox. Can I pet your dog? Okay. Wild Chansey appears. Do I have you, Chansey? I do. Oops. So I thought, why not just go in order of the patterns that I have created. So next up is the rabbit. And I was trying to think of like what Pride related colors we wanted to do. So this, hi Silicon, oh, you know, I meant to message you last night about what we had talked about, Silicons, to kind of confirm your choice. And then I forgot. So you still have a sword. I wanted to be sure because I didn't want to like remove it and then have you be like, oh, actually I did want to stay on, and I didn't want to leave it because like I know we had talked and you were kind of like, when you threw it at me, it kind of got stuck. I'm sorry. So we have two options. We have a lying down bunny, we have a standing up bunny, and I was trying to figure out what could we, what like Pride colors we wanted to do, or if we just wanted to do like a rainbow yarn. Do we have a feeling? I'm gonna go ahead. I have to make a command for this because I didn't have one. No. I wanted a chat message. Want to crochet your own bunny? You can find the pattern here. Overthinking every situation. Listen, you know how crappy it feels to be unmodded when you weren't expecting it? And at least I know how crappy that feels. And I didn't want to do that because, like I said, Silicons and I were talking. And she's got a lot of commitments, and I get it. And so she was like, let me think on it. And I wanted to be sure. I wanted to be sure before I, like, you know, because I said, yeah, absolutely, think on it. So I have this yarn. I do have this yarn, which is kind of like that bi-colored gradient, but we do have a bi-penguin. So I didn't know if we wanted to do another bi-buddy. I'm all wibbly wobbly. So like we could do, I was even like looking at, we don't have a pan pal yet, no. So like I was looking at like some different, you know, flags and things like that, and I was like, we could, if we wanted to with the bunny, do like one ear, like if we wanted to pick another like 3-color flag. I mean, we could even do like, we could do a 4-color flag and have like the tail be something, or I mean, again, the other thing too is that it could technically, I guess, just be a bunny wearing a shirt that is like a flag color. So we could technically do any kind of flag if we wanted it to be like the bunny was wearing a shirt. Like we could do any flag. I don't know, a lesbian flag shirt wearing bunny sounds kind of cute. Oops. Look at her. She's monitoring chat again. So y'all better not. We have one of the strictest mods ever right now. Look at her. She is No, you gotta look here. You gotta look here. Look over here. I also have this like super cute textured yarn. We've used it. I run over a cord. We've used this one before for the chickens, where it's got like flecks of color, and I think it could be real. It like these are attached to the yarn. These like long fibers. See, like this is not cat hair. There are like it's a fibery kind of yarn, and again, I think it could be. Are you leaving? She's abandoning her post. I think that could be fun for a bunny if we wanted to put the bunny in clothes. Not cat hair this time, yeah. She's like, don't worry. I'll add some. So if we did a bunny wearing a shirt, what color or what flag would we want for the bunny? We can decide. I'll make some of the other parts first. So far, we just have a bi flag, and then we have a rainbow owl. We have a rainbow owl with pink wings, and a penguin with a bi pride flag. So we're very open to options. Where are you going? Do you want to sit behind me? So it's very open. Colleen. Who's Elaine? Maybe we do non-binary or asexual. I think that those could, because they're 4-color. Like they're four stripes, and I think that that could look really cute. Hi, you want to sit back up here again? That's fine. No, okay, you have to sit though. You can't just wander. You think either would be cute? Sorry for being a little bit late today. You know that really cheerful person that I answered the phone call the other day, and you guys were like, wow, that person really loves her job. They are like a bathroom remodel. Um, and you know, like my parents had entered us to win a remodel. And I think that they just do that to like find people who are interested in getting their bathrooms remodeled, and then they're just like, "Hi, can we come out and give you a free estimate?" Um but like no one actually wins anything. I don't know. Anyway, they kept calling, and so finally I was like, yeah, you know what? It's a free estimate. Sure. Come out. We don't have money. We can't afford to do this, but sure. You know what? Come on out. So a guy came today. He was very nice. It's, you know, around $9,000 to do what we want, which we do not have, but I was like, that's not a terrible price for one day, maybe, redoing the bathroom. I don't know. But hopefully now, you know, that's that. Will that yarn not be difficult to work a 4 single crochet magic ring in? Is that what I did for things? I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? I like this yarn though. This is one of these limited edition yarns. I only have so much of it because it came from AC Moore, and AC Moore is no longer with us. Ace is cute, but also ironic since bunnies have a reputation of reproducing so quickly. Will that read as irony, or will that read as me not knowing?
I found my people.
Do you know what I mean? Like, will that read, oh my goodness! Why didn't the raid sound play? Wait. I was so confused. I'm like, why did the raid message not play? Hello, raiders, welcome in. Oh my goodness, how are you? Thank you so much for the follows. Welcome. Yes, this is Artemis. She is big helper. Do you want, come here. Can you say hi?
I found my people.
Can you say hi to everyone? Can you say hello? She's like, no. Wait, your cat has the same name? You have an Artemis too? Can you... Oh. Is your cat a little weird too?
I found my people.
I mean, she's orange, so, you know, she kind of has that going. Artie is the main character. Thank you all so much for the raid and for all of those follows. Wow, we closed that follow goal so quickly. Holy moly. Thank you all so very much. Oh my word.
People.
Cat's black and yeah, very weird. Artemis is a non-brained black void with cute little eyes. Oh, I love that. We don't have a black void yet. We have her.
Found my people.
We have an orange girl, which is very rare. And then we have a little tuxedo boy. And I'm working on befriending a Maine Coon ragdoll mix.
I found my
who
people.
is the sweetest baby. And I love her very much, but we're working with her. I can show you guys a little video if you would like. But welcome for all of you wonderful new friends. My name is Megan.
People.
I am a neurodivergent variety streamer and crafter. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting here. We do some other crafts, we play some games. It's comfy, cozy vibes, some chats, cats, and chaos. So, you know, that's basically, yeah, oh, her tail is always moving. Always. She was a stray, and I don't know if that's just something, like, left over from her time outside, but her tail is always moving. Like, she's just sitting here. She's not bothered by anything. She's just hanging out. But it's just always like, ignore everything I say. I'm so tired. Listen. No, that's a whole mood. I have what I like to call the trifecta. I have anxiety. I have depression. I have ADHD, and I am peer-reviewed autistic. I can't afford to get autism testing because if it's not covered by insurance, which it's not in my state, it's like over $1,000. I don't have that kind of money. I make cute little things. Please. I don't have that kind of money. So we have decided that peer-reviewed counts too. So I have friends who are, and we're just like, okay. One of the things that we like to do, also, hold up, Altair, what were you working on today? Sorry, I'm also changing meds right now, besties. So if any of you have ever changed meds, you know that it is a time and a half. So the ADHD is a little extra right now because no one wants to see that. Because we're in the transitioning, you know. No, you're all right. You're all right. Automod will catch it just because in order to try and keep like hate speech, you know what I mean? Like you have to have Automod at like a certain level. It's okay though. We'll approve it and you'll be fine. Hello? Anyway, we do have a raid video to kind of welcome in new friends and just kind of give you a taste of the silly shenanigans that you can expect if you hang out here. So we'll play that real quick. Are you good? Are you good? Okay. We're working right now on a pride wearing a shirt, a bunny wearing a pride shirt. We got there. So that's what we're up to. But I'll play this little raid video. I should mention this, I always forget. I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. It's currently 4 o'clock here. So, yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's play this raid video and then we'll get back to gay bunnies, okay? Be right back. Whoosh! Say hi. Hi, I'm Megan and welcome to my stream. We have cats in hats. Dear diary. Dear diary. I dressed as an orange for you. It worked. You're so cute. I can't. I love your face. Nailed it first try. And welcome to my birthday stream.
Less than 3,333,333,333,333. Love my family at the moat.
Artemis is staring into your soul right now. Y'all, look at it. You're getting so much maple silliness. Oh, you like the lesbian? Enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you hit that follow button. So, raiders and friends of the moat, I have a question, and that is, are you ready for some shenanigans? /in chat if you are. I'm so sparkly! I'm so sparkly. Oh my god, I didn't hit the unmute button. I was doing the whole raiders and moat friends if you're ready for the whole shenanigans thing. And then I went to hit the whoosh button and I realized I was still on mute. Anyway, raiders and moat friends, if you're a follower, you have access to the greatest emote, which is Norman with his shenanigans mustache saying that he is in fact ready for shenanigans. Anywho. Gosh. Thank you again so much for the raid, for the follows, for all of the lovely comments and just kindness. I appreciate it so much. It is a Monday. It is 100%. if you need to raid and run or do some post-stream self-care, please make sure that you do that self-care. It's super, super important. You're welcome to chat. You're welcome to lurk. You're welcome to do whatever you would like to do. But thank you again so much for bringing everyone over. I know that you said you were working on a cardigan. Are you knitting it? Are you crocheting it? Are you sewing it? I don't know. Closed captions, you can, there, dang, that was a wall. You're chilling, you were knitting? Nice. I also knit. I made a cardigan for my hubby. That was the first, like, full piece of clothing that I had made, like, not for an American Girl doll. And I'm working on a knit cardigan for myself now. I learned to knit first. I learned to knit when I was 8, and then I taught myself crochet. And when I tell you that, let me pull my pattern back up over here. I wish knitting was a little bit quicker because I feel like I knit so slowly. And then what did I do? The cardigan I picked for myself that I'm knitting is oversized. It's oversized, so it's extra long. And I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Why would I have picked a cardigan that goes like all the way down past my butt? So it's a simple thing. It's just one of those like, oh my gosh, this never ends. Just notice the captions, that's great. Yeah, I really like my captions. I think that they're pretty good. And they're embedded, which means that if you're watching the VOD back, the captions are there. As someone, I don't know about any other neurodivergence in the group, but having captions means that I can hear better or understand better. But my mom is also hard of hearing. She wears hearing aids. And so I've just grown up with captions on everything. So I do wish sometimes that, there we go. I was going to say, sometimes it's like, here's a wall of text. Okay. Sure. Just a baggy heart, yeah. Learned to knit when you were 9 and your crochet is so hard to you, but you're trying. If you ever have any questions, y'all are welcome to ask. That's kind of one of the things that I really love about Twitch is just the interactivity of it. So, you know, I've had people come in and be like, oh my gosh, I cannot figure out how to do a magic ring. Can you help? And I'm like, absolutely. And we'll, you know, show it. Yeah. Hold on, let me. Also, Gay Turtle, your name is great, and we're going through my, like, entire pattern library and making, all of my patterns but pride. So there will be a Gay Turtle at some point, I'm just letting you know. There is, a turtle pattern. And the shell might just have to be like a full rainbow at this point. So I need that turtle pattern. I love the turtle. It's one of my favorites. Here, I can show you. Here's the turtle. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm just saying, like, this might just have to be like a rainbow. No, everybody who's come in has been so sweet and has the absolute chaotic energy that we thrive with here. So, kind chaos. You know, that's not my mouse. That's not the mouse. That's not gonna do it. Thank you, I love it here. Yes, very good. I'm glad. Thank you. No, it's a compliment. It is a compliment. A rainbow shell would be really cute. I agree. Goodness, this bunny has a large head. We were actually trying to figure out what pride flag to give this bunny as a shirt. And when you all rated in, we were talking about possibly doing an ace one because of irony, and I was like, will that read as irony or will that read as insensitivity? I don't think that it would, because of the whole, you know, bunnies and their reproduction. But we are going to give this bunny a cute little pride shirt to wear. What's the timer at the top for? Oh, so that's Pokemon. We play Pokemon community game here. And in 4 minutes and 35 seconds, the whole stream will explode. No. There, a Pokemon will appear. And we can catch it in chat. And it just, it lets us know how long. Hi, Petrichor. We play Pokemon community game, but most of the time we just yell at it. You're right. You know, that would totally be cute to make the clothes separate. I was not planning on making it separate in this case. I do have a pattern that I like to do where the clothes are removable. It's not mine. Like, these are my patterns that I wrote. And, like, I think that maybe we can make, like, a Pride Imkin. That could be really cute. So maybe we could do that, and that would have, like, the removable clothes. But this one would be, like, how the penguin's belly is a bi-pride flag. But it would just be whatever flag we wanted to do. Across the screen. Oh, and now Twitch had, I don't, full sentences, Megan. They understand better if they're full sentences. They haven't fixed it so that I can see it in OBS, but like the gigantic emotes and stuff like that you can do, just absolutely, it's my favorite thing. Like how I can make that giant in chat. If you're on mobile, you can't see it yet. I talk like that all the time. Yeah. Yeah, you can make it big, or you could do sure, why not? Why not just no. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's a channel point thing. No, it's channel points, not bits. All the way down at the bottom of the chat. Yeah, bits are like you pay money for. Oh, here, we can have a little inception moment. Oops. Thank you for the bits. Here we go. Look, oh, it's us. Okay. Whee! Down here, these channel points, and then you can do it. Gigantify. No, it is channel points. I just showed you. No, bits are the... What you just did were bits. Yes, the 70, that's bits. But channel points are... You think what requires both? Wait. They lied to me. Wait, who gets those bits then? 'Cause they're not counting here. Who get... Twitch. Be so for real right now. Are you giving me the... Who... So Doc was right. I'm flabbergasted. Huh. I don't know. This is something that's brand new that they just implemented. I have no idea. Because if that's the case, I'm going to like change it. Also, the extension that they're talking about is down here. So if you're on PC, you can see your extension here. And if you go here, you can see what your items, like what items you have. If you are not on PC and you are like, oh my gosh, I don't have any items, you can also do like this where you can type in PokeShop and you can say Pokeball 10 and it'll buy it that way. So it just means that you don't have the Pokeballs that you were trying to use. You need more balls. I don't know if any of my mods are curious too and want to look into who the heck gets those bits. Because if not... Power-ups introduce new ways for viewers to support you through bits. They are always enabled on your channel. Oh, maybe try doing less. I don't know how much money you have. You do earn Poke Dollars just hanging out in my chat. And talking in my chat gives you more. I don't control that. That's just the way that the game registers it. So, oh, no, please don't apologize. Thank you again for coming over on the raid, for the bits, for hanging out, for the follows, all of that stuff. Like I said, I'm here every weekday from 3 to 6. Y'all are always welcome. Bring a project or just come chat, you know, whatever floats your boat. Thought they were called Pokecoins? Is that what they're called here? That's a good question. See, it just says like dollars in the chat. Okay, hold on. Wait, Georgina sent me a thing. We want streamers to have flexibility in how these interactions are used in their channels. While you have recommended starting prices, streamers will be able to set their own. Like cheering, streamers get 100% of the bits used. Okay. Okay, I'm less annoyed, but still annoyed. Because they're hanging out with the channel point, you know? Like, I thought that it was channel points, not bits, but at least Twitch isn't taking them. So, good job not being totally crappy. Is there a command to see how much you have? Where you can purchase balls and battles and such if you're on mobile. Oh yeah, you might be able, if you're on mobile, to like click on like the screen and you might be able to get... I wonder, curious, if you're able to take like a screenshot. Am I able to? Oh wait, no, I can do it. Ah. Nah. I'm dumb. It's fine. If you look here, hi, it's me on mobile. There's a little thing here, and if you click on that little Pokemon thing, it'll pull it up. So you can shop, you can see what Pokemon you have, you can do all that stuff. It's still coming to you, but bits should not be needed for chat things, yeah. Big controversy. Is there really? I'm not surprised. Don't know the specifics, yeah. I think the fact that it's hidden, like, with the channel point things is annoying, and I know that they're also changing the price of subs, so that's fun. Show off an do you mind if I show off an emote I made for Sillies? Maybe not. I don't know. Well, I just don't know what your emote is. So, you know, I would normally just say, like, just post the emote. You don't have to ask permission. Oh, it's a little raid one. Cute! No, see, I don't mind. I always get nervous because I've had people who are like, can I tell you something? And when you're like, yeah, sure. And then they do something weird like, I like to lick my toes while I watch you or something. And you're like, oh, thanks so much. Sometimes when someone's like, can I show you something? Or do you, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I think the vibes are good. Yes, show me the thing. And then you just kind of get nervous. Like, what did I just agree to? Are you telling me that's not normal? Listen, what you do in your own time is your own time. But you know, some thoughts are inside thoughts, and they shouldn't become outside words. They should just stay inside your brain. Some things I don't need to know. Right? Like that's just a little weird. Person that asked if I took commissions and then asked about underwear. Uh-huh. Yeah, they'll be like, oh, wow, you know, do you take commissions? And I'll be like, yeah, actually I do. And they'll be like, great, can you make me a thong? And it's just like, goodbye. Goodbye, have a lovely, just have the day you deserve, okay? Hold on, wait, let me see the thing that Elf was saying. Sorry. Found a Twitch voice thread. People want a way to turn it off because there's no way to do that right now. If people don't want the clutter that comes along with the power-ups. Yeah. I've been maxing out the cost. And that makes a lot more sense now that I know that it's bits. Because I was saying this too. Like, what if, like, someone is using it as a way of, like, doing hate like emotes. You know, not everything is immediately denied by Twitch. Or like, what if it's being used in a way almost like a hate raid where like people come in and are just like spamming, like flood the screen with emotes or whatever. And so I think that there needs to be a way of like toggling it on or off, or making it so that you can only use like your channel's emotes in the stream. Or like there needs to be something that isn't there yet. Yeah. People are so weird. They can do something. My brain says, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't. Yeah, that's all. Like, I instantly just kind of went like, oh, yes. Like, little. No. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. But I wanted to explain why my initial reaction was like, sure, show me, and not like more enthusiastic. Because, of course, I love seeing art and I love seeing what you guys are working on. People do that in real life too. Yeah, retail is crazy. You started learning a year and a half ago? Okay, see, don't ever apologize for your English, because I can guarantee you your English is much better than if I tried to speak your native language. I have no ear for like, I cannot. I am not good at language. I can read like crochet patterns and knitting patterns, but I am trash at like other languages. So I would not have guessed that English was not your first language and that you've only known it for a year and a half. So bravo to you, first of all. And I promise you are totally good. You didn't do anything. I felt bad that my initial reaction wasn't like, yeah, show me the thing. There are people on the internet who make it weird for us sometimes. It can get chaotic in larger streams because then you have all that on-screen stuff and the larger emotes and yeah, I think that it's like a fun idea, but I think that there needs to be ways of limiting it or changing it. Oh, no worries, Ray. Oh my goodness, you have a lot. So you have a knack for languages. I do not have a knack for languages. My brother is really good at languages. Yes, there's a Discord. There's the link right there. We're also about to have a stretch break, by the way. So Twitch plays ads once an hour, and I use those as opportunities to take a stretch, because I don't know about any other crafters, or honestly just other neurodivergent friends. I can sit for hours and not move and not realize. So it's the perfect opportunity to take a stretch, get a drink or a snack, or use the bathroom, and we'll play some words on stream. Goodness, I have such a dry tickle. One Spanglish. Brazilian Portuguese. Ooh. Very cool. So Artemis has really been enjoying the bed that's on my other workstation. Let me take a quick picture and show you. Look at her. She loves it. Sweet baby. Isn't she so cute? I love her. That Artie has been enjoying learning Portuguese. Listen, James taught Coco, so our late lab knew some German commands, which I think is fun. That is a beautiful ginger loaf. Yes, perfectly cooked. All right, ads are gonna start here in like 30 seconds, so no one gets a jump scare. And we'll place some words on stream. I'm gonna take a stretch. You all can take stretch too. German commands is your idea too? Yeah. Knows kiss in Spanish. What's your cat doing right now? Oh, she's learning Portuguese. You know, when she meows, she rolls her R's. Barrou. Oh gosh. I caught something. What animals have I crocheted? I've done a lot. I have a bunch of patterns on my website that have like a bunch of different animals. I did like a whole year where I put out a new pattern every month. I've been unfortunately really sick for like the last 7 months. And my brain has just not really been, there's the ads, in pattern making mode. I'll repeat that after this break. I'll be right back. Sorry. Alrighty. Whoosh. Oh, was that the last word? I hate when there's just one left. Mr. Pebbles! Huh. Pebbles was a Persian house cat famous as being the first cat in space. Then there's a Mr. Pebbles in the Fallout Wikipedia. So, huh. Interesting. You know, they say things like that dogs can smell 100% better. And then my dog farts and he still has to turn his head to get closer to smell his fart. So how is it that I can smell it and I'm like, yo, that's nasty? And he's like, I went to the beach, went for 9 hours, and you're burnt to a crisp. Ooh, that's the worst. I hate that for you. I hope that you can get some relief. So I put a cough drop in my mouth because I just have like such a dry tickle. Dogs like stinky things. You're not wrong. Sari also added this for me. Because I love red pandas and Sari is a friend and I love Sari too. So, you know, he was nice and did that. He actually bought one of... Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, absolutely. There are things on my website that you can buy. There are patterns. So you can buy like a pattern. The $5 things are patterns. And then the things that are more are like there's merch. Here, I can show you. Hold on. Oh, what's happening? Reed, hello, welcome. How are you? Sorry, I have this cough drop. How was your stream? So these guys here are finished, made, ready to ship to you items. And then I do also have merch, which will be made on demand and sent to you. So there's stickers, there are sweaters, there's just like a bunch of different things. Notebooks, coffee cups, a bunch of things. So yes, there are a number of things that you can buy on my website that are actual physical items versus like patterns. So the things that are patterns are like this. But welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream today? What were you up to? What were you doing? Need to raid and run? No worries. No worries. Oh, you were spinning wool? Oh my gosh. I didn't know that you spun. That's so cool. Well, I hope that you had a lovely time. I really want to get more into spinning. Gotta bounce? No worries. Have a good rest of your time zone as well. Hope to see you back here again. And thank you so much for bringing your community over. If you don't know me, hello. My name is Megan, and I am a neurodivergent variety streamer and crafter. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting here, but we do some other crafts. Sometimes we play games. Sometimes we do projects around the house. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. And I'm working on a bunny today, and we're going to pick a pride flag for me to make into a little shirt for the bunny to wear. Goodness, I don't know why I made this bunny's head so big. Like, why on earth? Hi, Emerald, welcome in. I'm cis and hetero, but I celebrate pride as an ally. I love that. Allies are important. You're actually trying to figure out what flag to give this little bunny. I kind of am leaning towards non-binary. Get it? Because it's like non-binary, but bun. Non-binary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's Monday.
I'm
Oh.
an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have
Ellie!
this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
Morning, friends. Megan02 heart Megan02 beb.
I love the way it says Beb. Megan02 heart Megan02 Beb. Okay, Emily, what color would you like for me to erase for our little pride emote? Are you... Uh-oh. See, this said it was Bluetooth, but I don't know if it's ever actually been set up. Yellow, you got it. So right now we have a little fun thing going on where if you subscribe to the channel, you get to pick a puzzle color, and I will erase a piece of the puzzle in that color. And once we have uncovered this whole emote, I will go ahead and upload the animated version to our stream. So obviously this is just a still version. Are you not plugged in? You're not even plugged in! Okay. Okay, are we here? We're here. You said yellow. I'm gonna do this yellow. I'm not in erase mode. Erase. Why is it like... Why? Hello? Everyone's been like trying to figure out what the final emote is gonna be. I don't know why it's like... being dumb. I'll have to figure out what's going on with the tablet because it's annoying me. I guess it's going to be an emote type of emote. Valid. You have a pretty good idea at this point? Oh, a ghastly. I think that it needs more glitter. But thank you for the resub. I appreciate the heck out of you. You might know too.
found my people.
Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Hello, welcome. How are you, Lulu? I found my people. Welcome. Oh, you'll be ready now, Ray. By the way, if a lot of times I just go by usernames. If you would prefer I call you something different, please let me know. I will make a note of it and do my best to remember. But names are important, so if you would like for me to call you something different, just let me know. Just Lulu is okay? Right now I'm working on a bunny. And it's going to be wearing a non-binary shirt because I made the horrible pun of non-binary. Instead of... Because bunny, I don't know. Don't mind me. We're just going through my patterns and turning them all pride related. Golly, I had no idea. No, I mean, I guess, yeah. I just feel like it's huge, this head. This bunny's head. By horrible pun, do you mean hill areas? Yes, hill areas. You do pride makeup in each pride flag for each day. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you could post the pictures in the random pictures section in Discord. Absolutely. Or we have a beauty and wellness section as well. So since it's like makeup, if you want, you could post it there. That's fine. Just make sure that you have read the welcome wagon when you first join the Discord, and then we'll go ahead and get you a role so that you can post. Think it's gonna be a cute bunny. You're making a Pascal from Tangled. Oh my gosh. Look for a crochet video just to enter the cozy vibes and found me. Yes. Well, welcome. I love that idea. I know that like Disney does this where they have the little buddies with the magnets in them where you can put them on your shoulder. And so like you put like a magnet under your shirt, and then like they have a magnet, and so like they sit on your, like, that's, I think, is so cute. Oh my gosh, you're a genius. I'm gonna try that. Yes, do it. Oh, used in protest. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of times people are like, especially this time of year, when Pride is going around, they're like, what about straight Pride? When's our month? And it's like, a lot of times people just miss the point. So I honestly think that just using like the Pride, like traditional pride flags is a good thing. And if people ask, you can always just say that you're an ally. I don't think that there's, you know, anything wrong with that. Every other month of the year? Yup. Yep. It's the most common label out there. We really don't need a season. Agreed. Agreed. But unfortunately, I feel like that is what a lot of people use like a straight pride flag sort of thing for. So it's, I get what you're saying though. Yeah, definitely just sticking with like the ally flag and all of that. People have accepted it as the norm from day one. Oh yeah, when like little boys and little girls are friends and people are like, "You're gonna get married," and I'm like, "They're 3. They're 3. Please calm down." But then they get mad when like a children's TV show has a character that has 2 moms, and you're like, "But you literally were just like shipping 3-year-olds. What is wrong? What can we? What?" How long have I been crocheting? About 14 years now. I actually taught myself using YouTube videos. My great aunt taught me how to knit when I was 8. And I just knew how to knit for a really long time. And I really started getting into like fiber art stuff again when I was a little bit older. And knitting amigurumi is a nightmare. All of the knitting needles you need to, it's not fun. And I was trying it and I kept seeing so many cute crochet things, and I was finally like, I just need to learn. And so I watched YouTube videos, and that's how I learned. Knitting to me is a nightmare. I've never tried it. I'm just scared of it. Yeah, when you put it that way, you just ship 2 3-year-olds. Yeah, people are weird. I was like, 8 plus 14 is not your current age. Yeah, no. No, I didn't bother learning how to crochet until much later. Let me assume they're straight. Yeah. They can't openly date. Yeah. Yeah, I don't... Like, it's one thing, I think, as, like, an adult to have, like, like, celebrity crushes and things like that. Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. It's not like you're, like... I don't know. I don't know how to, like, describe it. It's not like it's your coworker who, like, you're secretly crushing on and you're, like, doing something weird. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, in that sort of instance, like, you know, whatever, but it's okay to window shop, especially with celebrities. There are certain celebrities that, like, everybody window shops too. Like, I think Ryan Reynolds is the most window shopped celebrity from everyone. You don't? Really? Here I am, like, I think everybody window shops him, and Silly's like, not me. Ew. Gross. Really? Oh my gosh, y'all, I've not met many people who don't think Ryan Reynolds is the bee's knees. I love that though. Like, everyone's allowed to have their own opinions. My boyfriend, I had to remember it was Pride Month, baby. I'll make a flag for Pascal. I love that. I window shop all 3 of those men. The Toms. Out of your price range, yeah. They might go on sale, like, sometimes I feel like things get marked up during, like, the season. Like, I think of bathing suits. Like, if you go bathing suit shopping in the summer, you're going to pay a premium. But if you go shopping before or after the season, it's a little bit more reasonable. Holland is a delight. He is. The video of him doing the lip sync to Rihanna's Umbrella has been making the rounds again. I never saw it the first time. And the way that I was like, damn. No wonder Zendaya was like damn. That man. We love it. We love to see it. Just going all out. Oh my god, I'm just running over this cord. Go away. I need like a cord organizer for over here. They're all over the place. Oh, what is window shopping? So it's kind of like, I mean, you can do it online too, but like instead of going into a store to buy things, you go to the store to look at things. So it's like when you add to cart and then you leave it there and you never check out. I cannot not see him as a high schooler in Marvel. That's fair. That yarn is much too thin. Browsing, yeah. You know who I'm surprised hasn't been mentioned? Pedro Pascal. Let's give them this color. He's yummy. Yeah, the way that I would describe it for people terms would be appreciating someone's attractiveness but not doing anything about it. Yeah, it's just like, I think that they're very attractive and that's that. Do I have... I think that's one, yeah. One can never have too many Psyduck. It's my dad's favorite Pokemon. You're not a Pedro Pascal girly either. Are you a Mando one, though? I have to ask because, like, there's something about him. Hotter in Game of Thrones. Then they gave her 30% off for walking away from her cart. Yeah. There are times when I'm waiting and hoping for like a free shipping code. And so I'll leave like my items in my cart, and the same thing, I'll like walk away and I'll be like, come on, send me like you left your cart. Come back now for free shipping, because like that was the only thing I was waiting for. It doesn't always work. I love that you and I each keep catching things together, Sillykins. Current Doctor and Doctor Who is so hot. I don't watch Doctor Who, so I don't. Great to have discovered you and your community. Everyone's so nice. I'll come back. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I'm here Monday through Friday from 3 to 6. It's 5 o'clock right now, my time. So, but yeah, you all are welcome back anytime. Look, I just moved, you cord. Please. Not like this. His words. Twins gotta catch things together. I like the show and the character and their personality, things I really liked, but I was never really attracted to me. I think that it's just his voice as Mando, right? But it's also the way that like he loves and protects Grogu, where you're just like, that's it. You know what I mean? It's the voice, and it's the very manly love and care of a child, and you're just like, get those discounts. That's awesome. He does have a really good voice. Helmet work is so hard, yeah. When you can't see and like everything is dependent upon the emotions in the voice, yes.
I found my pupil.
Hours and hours of Pedro Pascal. It is not a coincidence. Enjoy. How he treats people respectfully, yeah. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in. She texted you to tell me. Oh my gosh, I love that. He's my boyfriend is a Pedro Pascal girly. Listen, my husband is super straight. He really is. But he also absolutely adores Ryan Reynolds and is like, he's a very handsome man. So... Your husband also adores Ryan Reynolds, right? It's so funny how they're just like, yeah, that, I don't bat for that team, but if I did, just saying. I bat for all the teams. See you later. Sometimes you just have to recognize the attractiveness of people. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's a good call on relaxing the shoulders. I have types, but gender isn't a defining factor. No, no. I mean, I think everybody has types. I don't think that changes despite, like, how you identify. I don't. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not great at celebrity names and things like that. So I don't recognize that name. Oh, oh. Gotcha. Also in Hunger Games. Oh, okay. So I might recognize, like, if I look up who she is. Oh, Emily, you missed this earlier. So I got all this yarn for free, right? All this big, chunky yarn. But I didn't have a hook that was big enough to use. So I found on Amazon the other day. Right? Okay, here's a 15 millimeter hook. Here's a 20 millimeter. And then this is the one that I need for this, which is a 25 millimeter. It's a piece of tree. Like, it's huge. Even that doesn't look like it's going to be big enough. Even that doesn't look... Oh my word. This said 25 millimeter on the yarn label. Looks like a weapon, right? That makes sense. They look feminine but are men. Like, excuse you, I know I'm bi, but that's so uncalled for. Mom calling you out. I love it. I might have to just order safety eyes. I might have to just bite the bullet. Oh, excuse me. I promise I'm not bored or tired. I had to take anxiety meds when the person came for the bathroom estimate. Even though I'm in my own home, my anxiety right now is like all over the place. And I was like super anxious about it. I don't know why. So dumb. I was like, those eyes seem to be really high up, but now that I have this little... the little cheekies. Yeah. It's one of those things that always bugs me, because I'm like, I'm in my own home. Like, I don't have any reason to be panicking. And I'm just like... Oh, okay, I know who she is. Thank you for sliding into my DMs with pictures of beautiful women, Zillykins. Always. I mean, what? Zillykins just has a whole photo album on her phone with pictures of this person. Hey, I'm not judging. Don't out me on Maine like that. Sorry. So sorry. Did I tell you all how much they they gave us for the bathroom? I don't even remember now. How dare you call out teenage Emily? Yeah. Like 9,500. Which isn't terrible for like a bathtub remodel. Definitely not anything that we have. So that was just like a thank you for telling us and for coming out. Maybe one day we can afford it. Just use the motherload cheat. I haven't been able to figure out how to get the, Control-Shift-C, that little cheat bar to pop up IRL, though. If you know... What I really need is a money trash can. Because there's 2 people in the house and 3 pets. $50 every time I use the trash can. Done. Caterpie. If someone knows, please share with the class. I could use that motherload cheat as well. Wouldn't that be great if, like, Sims cheats worked like that? I'd be in grad school so fast if Sim cheats worked like that. Oh, the way that I could just... The other Sims cheats, like, how about your needs, right? What's that? You're feeling sleepy? You drag the bar up. Not anymore. I didn't catch Caterpie. That's okay. It's Silicon's turn today. Pokemon likes her. They better after how rude they've been. I see the threats have been working. Yeah. No worries. Alright. Non-binary starts with yellow. I also need to do some very quick math. Little sim bar trackers and moods for yourself so other people, mainly my husband, know where I'm at without having to ask. That's so cute. That's adorable. Okay. Three rows of each color. Okay. That purple I had the other day would work really well. That's close. Hydrate, okay. I'm basically a sim. Yeah. 1 second. Where did I put that purple yarn over here? I did. Yay. Look at me spinning in my chair. Aren't you all so proud? Non-binary. Oh, you know what I just realized? We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do less colors. Otherwise, it's going to be the entire bunny's body. So we'll just do 2 of each color. I know, the spins. I was really excited the other day. I actually worked out in the garden. Hello?
Master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh. Ugh.
Hi, James. Are you actually listening? If not, I'll have to pick a color for you. Because you have to pick a puzzle piece color to uncolor. Erase. Uncolor is my new word, okay? I will not be taking any questions at this time. Thank you. On my way home, pink or purple, please? I don't have a pink, but I could uncover a pink piece if you would like. Like if I color or if I erase a red piece, you'll see some pink. That's what we'll do. We'll erase. We'll erase. How about this one? Am I on the right layer? Yeah. I don't know why. There we go. It's been acting up. To be fair, I don't normally use this tablet when I draw my emotes. I typically draw on my iPad. Why? Please. I have to like click it multiple times for it to start erasing. I don't know why. Which is annoying. Yay! Thank you for the resub. When does he actually listen? Ugh. I can sew these little bunny cheeks on later. We'll keep going. All right, let's make this non-bunnery shirt. Huh. Okay, I have so many windows open, which surprises absolutely no one.
Icon has chaos now.
I don't know, can you? I mean, thank you for the bits. Sorry. That's the right answer. But focus on driving. Get home safe. Okay? Love you. I vote that he can. Well, then... you all know what to do. You could have had chaos earlier, sir. I can't chaos. I already did. I still can't believe that those, enlarging the emotes and having the, like, cascade of emotes on the screen cost bits. I can't believe. I didn't realize. Because I thought, like, here I am, the streamer, thinking that because they're with the channel point redeems, that they don't cost anything. It is so sneaky. Mom only lets me chaos once a month. By mom, I mean my wallet. I get it. I fully understand. Greatest Showman in my head lately. Just remembering the money last week. Both have zero memory of the exchange. Well, that was like Emily being like, oh, we have a mod meeting today, right? Wait. No. And I'm like, no, listen. I didn't even remember that we had like talked about it and then didn't, and please don't worry. Time to travel home? No worries, because traffic is dumb. I'm sorry. I hope that you get home quickly and safely and have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome back,
Found
Mary.
my people.
Hello, Unknown Adventure. Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. How are you doing today, Mary? It's like, no, you paid that. Let's get our planners out. Yup. I'm doing good, thanks. Call you Adventure? Sure thing. You have ADHD and autism spectrum. Nice. Nice to meet you as well. I have those things as well. So you are amongst friends. Oh, crud. Here we go. No, stop dropping stitches. But welcome in. I will make a note also to call you Adventure. Same. We all flock together. There we go. Note made. We find other people who get us, and then we're just like, my people. I found them. It's just nice to be able to, like, be yourself without having to really explain, like, a lot. You know, sometimes we still have to explain some things, but people get it, you know? You're going to be starting to crochet soon? That's fun. Have you ever done any fiber arts before, like knitting or weaving or anything like that? No? Oh, that's going to be exciting. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask. Transferring your old work pension. Oh, that's such a pain, isn't it? All that transferring stuff. But, yeah, like, it's got to be done. I'm nervous to do it by myself. I would love to have some people do it with you. Yeah, absolutely. There are a lot of really great resources out there, honestly. And definitely if you have questions, you are always welcome to ask here, and I'm happy to explain or show things. And we have a Discord too. You are welcome to join the Discord. Yeah, we had the same thought process. There you go. Definitely feel free to join us. Ask questions, share pictures, all of that. That's not, yeah, I gotcha. No, you gotta prioritize which paperwork gets the spoons for the day. Oh, I didn't even get a warning this time. Okay, stretch break. Sure. I knew that was coming. Be right back. Patch is barking, so I'm coming back, but I might mute for a moment. Yeah, so I frogged back the yellow rose. 'Cause I'm like, this is the way that this is like growing, it's wrinkly and weird, and I think I had 8 increases instead of 6. So I just frogged it back so that way I would have the right number of increases. Because that would have made a really large bunny. So we're just going to redo this real quick and then... Oh, I hate that. I'm so sorry. I wish that, like... Why can't the ads be for, like, things that are related to the content you're watching? Like, why can't you just get yarn ads? Or craft ads, you know? Like, there are people who play horror games, and that's where the horror content can go. But I know I wouldn't want that if I had a nice, calm crafting stream, and then it was like, well, bam! Like, no thank you. Absolutely not. Absolutely, yeah, you can always ask questions in the Discord. We have a spot, I can even show you. Oops. Let me... So in the... Oops. Helps if I show you the window. In the all things crafts section over here, right? So there's all things crafts. And then there's art share where you can share what you've made. You can share patterns that you like. And then down here in the crafting tips and tricks, if you click on it, you'll see it's a little bit different. It's a thread. And so you can go to crochet tips and help. You can see that we've had 60, like people have used that one quite a bit. And so you can just go here. You can see there are some helpful things that are pinned, and you can ask any questions that you have. And we would be happy to help you out. You finished your skirt layer? Yes! That's awesome. How long have I been doing fiber arts? Whew. So I started knitting when I was 8. My great aunt taught me. My brother and I are 8.5 years apart, and my mom was at the hospital giving birth, and my great aunt was babysitting me, and she brought her knitting, and I asked her to teach me. So that started the fiber arts journey, and I taught myself to crochet about 14 years ago, using YouTube videos. So, yeah. I wish you could choose ad categories. Yeah, something. Or like, you know how like your Facebook or like Instagram ads or any of those where you can like click on it and be like, I'm not interested, or like, you know, please don't show this ad or whatever. Because like some of them I'm like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to be a part of it. It would be nice if they had that option here too. Just to be like, I don't want the horror show. Please and thank you. Adding all the features we don't want, but never the ones that would be helpful. I thought Patch was barking because James was home, but it was someone going door to door to try and sell something. So I really think I need to make some kind of sign to put in my front door about, like, no soliciting. And I kind of want it to be something a little bit snarky. Like, you know, something to do with Patch. And the fact that he doesn't like people. And I don't know quite what the snark is that I want, but that... I've got the wood, I have the Cricut, I have all the things I need to make a sign. I just... My dog's a jerk, please don't knock. My dog's a jerk and he doesn't want what you're selling. Oh, I need to make something. The soliciting is just unreal. Like, if I need something, I will look online. I will reach out to friends and family, and I will get recommendations. I am not going to have someone who came knocking on my door who is younger than me, like some kid out of college, install Windows. Like, no thanks. So many people accept and sign up for literally anything. It should just be like, I should maybe do something like, my dog hates everyone and he controls the finances, no soliciting. People will say yes to the weirdest stuff. I bet, but like... Damn. My dog ate my wallet. Please, no soliciting. My dog ate my wallet and he'll eat yours too. See, again, this is where Sims cheats would come in handy. Or it's not even a cheat, it's just an ability of, like, turning off random people coming to your door. Like, I don't want vampires at my door. It's illegal to solicit without a permit. Which you have to carry when you solicit, yeah. At the town hall. See, if there was a way of going on a no solicit list, my God, I would do that in a heartbeat. Oh, I'm sure that none of them follow that law. Because it's a law that makes sense. Why is this getting wavy again? It might just be the yarn weight issue. Hang on, I'm gonna count real quick. Yeah, it's just a yarn weight thing. It'll be better once I add stuffing. Knocking makes me anxious. Please go away. I still think that the wildest thing had to be the person who came by twice in one day. The same person. Like, did you not get the memo when we ignored you the first time you came? Like, I'm not opening my door to a strange man. Not in this day and age, thank you. Especially someone who's just in like a white button-up shirt with like no company thing that's easy to see through my doorbell, you know? Pronouns are he, him? Yeah, you have the pronoun extension, it looks like. It says he, they in the pronoun extension. Just to let you know. If you want to adjust that, there's, you can adjust it through there. Thank you for letting me know. Had the door-to-door religious salesman, yeah. Literally backing out of my driveway. They tried to stop you. Oh my god. Just fixed it. Perfect. It might take a few minutes for it to adjust. Just so you know, in case you were looking. So, where are we with that? Because, oh, okay, good. We got, I was going to say, I know that things got kind of off with a late start. Have IDs and permits, yeah. For sign up, yeah. They're selling is a good deal. Yeah. Yeah, like, the fact that you came back twice. Yikes. I'm making a bunny today who's wearing a non-binary shirt, but since it's a bunny, I said non-binary shirt. Because I like puns. Hey, James. Yeah, it's starting to get hot here too, unfortunately. I don't like the hot weather. You had a sudden heat spike today? Yeah, it like felt like 91 or something like that here today. Ick. I hate 98 on Wednesday. Currently 90 out. Yeah. Got the patio. Yeah, that was. So we, over the weekend, did some weeding. And we were saying the same thing because it is super humid out today, too. Which is just extra gross. But I was like, thank goodness that we got the little bit of gardening done that needed to get done. Because no way I would be doing that in this weather. The plants are going to have to deal with the weeds. Oops. There we go. We're going to finish up his little bunny shirt. At least I was able to verify the sprinklers are working as dead as the grass was. I wasn't sure they were. Oh no. I'm glad that they were. We don't have sprinklers. How much I was sweating. Oh, it was just the sudden rise in heat and humidity. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there before. Oh, I know what I should do. It should just say, like, solicitors not welcome, signed the dog. I'm literally writing that down. Can I? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Temperature tends to be 0.5 to 1 degree Fahrenheit higher the last half of your cycle. That is interesting. I know that like a lot of like natural family planning stuff relies on temperature. We got a decent amount done today, considering that it was a bit of a shorter stream. I wasn't really thinking it was going to be a super long, like, estimate thing, but, like, he showed some samples and things like that. And I was like, yeah. We can't afford what you're selling, but thanks anyway. I didn't know that I knew, like, why it worked, but not necessarily the, like, which hormones caused what, you know? That's interesting. He did, yeah. He was very nice. Was able to show us a lot of interesting things and, you know, give us a good amount of information. It's just that we're not able to spend that kind of money right now. But, you know, start putting some away and we'll get there. The thing with our bathroom, the previous homeowners, it's interesting. I didn't realize, as none of us did. Our bathroom is original from the 1940s when the house was built. Does anyone know what that means? Anyone have any ideas about the color of our bathroom? I should say. Because it appears to be a beautiful white. But as it turns out, the previous homeowners had just they did this glaze technique where they basically like spray painted with like tile paint over the original 1940s tile, which is pink. Georgina. And that white glaze is starting to chip in places. And it's starting to, like, the soap dish, because the water collects on it, like, it's just a natural location for water to collect and pool. The soap dish is now all pink. Except, of course, for the moldy spots that are really hard to get rid of, but that's because the water was seeping in behind the glaze. We didn't know. We couldn't reach that part. So, you know, we've hit it with everything we've got. It's just stubborn. So it's the only reason that we're like, yeah, at some point we'll need to redo the bathroom. Like, we don't want to because, you know, but that's just going to keep peeling and chipping and becoming a problem. So, fun times. Have to go? No worries. Thanks for stopping in. It was so nice to chat. We'll be back tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day. And no. I'm actually going to be wrapping up here anyway. I'm going over my time, but we have dinner to cook. I just wanted to finish the shirt, and we'll finish the bunny tomorrow, and then we'll get started on the next one. Or maybe we'll work on the cat couch. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But this looks really cute, and I like it a lot. They didn't want us to remove the bathroom because it wasn't one they installed. And they're like, well, so we didn't either. Ugh. That's annoying. Because you're just like, yeah, okay, and? Gonna wrap up this row here. And wrap up the stream. Haven't done any work in the bathroom for like 30 years. Oh my god. It's like yours as the tenants or theirs? And then you just have to wait for them to get around to it. Theirs. Fun. You don't say. All right. Well, we have our bunny. We're getting there. Need some ears. But it's looking cute. I like it. Our little non-bunnery. Oh, so punny. Okay. Let me see who's on that we can raid. Oh. It's your property, yeah. All right. Let's go say hi to a cross stitcher. We haven't been there in a little bit, and they've made some really good progress on this Lord of the Rings cross stitch that they're working on. And I kind of want to see some more of it, you know? I will be back tomorrow. Let's start rolling some credits. We had so many wonderful followers today. I appreciate you all so, so much. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and to other people. Remember, you are loved, and I will see you all tomorrow. We'll finish up our bunny. We'll work on a few other projects. Anyways, I hope that we'll see you then. Okay? Okay, yes, let's grab those raid messages. Grab that first one if you're subscribed, and the second one if you are not. And let's go say hi to Sassacast. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!